So currently the consortium is structured with Professor Alan Penn, Professor Philip Trilivan from computer science, and myself as a board. The administration is Leo Gabut, Dr. Elena Papadopoulaki in construction and project management, and we have a steering committee. And the technical committee is Francis H. from Foster Partners, Adam Davis from Foster's, and Dr. Tassos Varoudis from Daily Space Implants Lab here at UCL. So at the moment we have two different ways to be associated to the consortium. We have the memberships and partnerships. The membership gives you access to all events and workshops and hackathons, some expert knowledge and advice from academics here at UCL, and we use the monies that we receive from the memberships to enable project-specific funding through hackathons. The partnerships, it's similar, but it requires a big involvement from the organization wishing to be a partner. And they also have decision making within the steering committee. So currently we have quite a number of people coming over to the meetings, and we're getting more and more diversity. The current partners are Cadiz, Foster's, IBM, the Center for Science and Technology of Buildings in France, Siemens, Zaha Hadid Architects, Mason, Skanska. For the members, we have a few members at the moment, but this month we started 2 memberships with Clyde & Co. and Escape Group. If you wish to be a member, there is all the information on the website. You can complete a form and send it back to UCL, or what has been happening quite a lot is people asking us to raise invoices and they can pay that way. We are also starting a business network. The business network is focused on leveraging business between the architecture, engineering, construction industry and technology industries. The first event is scheduled for the 24th of October and it is led by strategic partners. We will send more information very soon about that. So we organizing the consortium to have different work streams, and the idea is for each work stream we'll have a person from the member of the steering committee being a first point of contact. So at the moment we have quite a few different work streams, but we're trying to simplify this, so this is work in progress. We revised this yesterday with the steering committee, and then once we decide how many different work streams we will have, we will announce to the community. So probably legal and financing will become one work stream, because if you're talking about smart contracts and financing construction, this will be one bigger workflow or one more holistic approach. So yeah, more about that very soon. And we also started our open source projects. We have identified 3 open source projects. The first one being AC Smart Financing, and then eventually towards the end of the year we will start with the AC Smart Procurement, and then towards next year we will start with a distributed green. For the open source projects, we've set up the GitHub container, profile, and we'll set the projects there, and we'll use this for the next hackathon to collect all the open source code. So the idea is to start with the smart financing, because at the moment we see this as the most fundamental problem we have to solve. And this will feed into smart procurement and smart contracts, what we are calling computational contracts. And eventually we will integrate this with BIM, and we're calling this at the moment distributed BIM. So we are open to all different open source relevant open source technologies, like Ethereum, Cordon, Hyperledger, the Hyperledger ecosystem, and so on. And about the community, we have a meetup group, and we also have a LinkedIn page. We establishing meetup groups around the world. We're collaborating with the University of Sydney. We're collaborating with Maciel in Chicago and some startups in San Francisco and so on, Columbia University. Last week we had our first meetup in Washington, DC. And we're also establishing meetup groups in Dubai, Aachen, and Munich. So and that's it. So that's what we've been up to since our last meeting. And let me know if you have any questions.